Yes.
Spencer Davies, Cavs Insider. First off, how's Isaac? Is Isaac okay?
Yeah, he'll be okay.
Okay. And then secondly, you guys had, I think, a 9-point lead there close to the end. What do you feel like went wrong?
Gave up 3-pointers, right? That's the only way you get back in the game. And we had some breakdowns that led to some open looks. But, again, they made theirs tonight when it mattered.
Brian, this is the Beacon Journal. Can you share what was their explanation on the Okoro call and just what you were told?
That's a tough play. They called a foul on him because he's illegal, but he's laying on the ground because he got busted in the face with an opponent's elbow. I don't know what rule, Typically, if there's a play to the head, right, they have the ability to stop the game. He took a shot to the head. They allowed the play to continue, and then call a foul on him when he's laying on the ground. I think that's a tough one.
Nate Ulrich, Beacon Journal. Do you know whether he was knocked out?
Was he knocked out?
Yeah.
If he was knocked out, we wouldn't have put him back in the game.
And at the time, it did seem to create a spark for you guys. Did you feel like your guys rallied around that moment?
Yeah, these dudes, they care about one another. They want to play for one another. You hate for it to happen like that, but, the guys responded to that.
Evan Damar, right down equal to J.B. in a different sense. What was the explanation for that foul call on Maxwell's attack?
There was no explanation call for where they pushed him in his back and they didn't call it. Yeah, there was no explanation for it.
And in a different sense, how incredible was Donovan tonight?
Donovan's awesome. It's what we've become accustomed to with him and what he's able to do. So you can't knock, his effort and the plays that he was making down the stretch.
Spence.
Typically, when guys miss as many threes as you guys did in the first half, you abandon the game plan. But tonight, you stuck with it and ended up making some there in the second half. Is that something that you guys get used to in a process mind instead of result minded?
Yeah, again, we want our guys to be confident and take open shots. These are guys who, make shots. It's not like, it's guys who were out of pocket or doing things that, weren't in their nature, weren't in their skill set. We got wide open shots. You got to take them. Obviously, as this season goes on, those guys will shoot their average and, we'll make our open ones. But, again, you can't, tell guys to stop taking open shots, right? I do think, we'll continue to press this, like we do have opportunities to put more pressure on the rim. I think that's where our offense needs to continue to start.
How do you feel like Evan fared in that matchup against Chet? They were going at it all night.
Yeah, they're both good players. They both impacted the game in a positive way. But, again, it's a team thing. We came up short.
Sam.
Sam Amico, Hoopswire. JB, when you say put more pressure on the rim offensively, are you just talking about driving, getting the ball down low to Evan, or a little combination of both?
Yeah, all those things. We can drive it, get into the paint, force the defense to collapse. We need to find a way to just continue to generate layups also. Our pick and roll game, right? Like our bigs can roll. There's got to be some lobs there for them. We've got to just find ways to put more pressure on the rim all around.